Hi, everyone.
Hi.
Hi. Welcome to Cozy Corner Chronicles. I'm Julia.
And I'm Liz, who definitely you guys forgot
Yep.
because we haven't been here for like 8 years.
We're here, though, guys. We're here. We're
here.
making our presence known. Sip that wallet with a little yeehaw on it. So, yeah, we're always busy. We've already said it. Y'all already know why we weren't here. But Liz is graduating with her master's in literally like a week.
Yeah, literally like 1 week.
Do you have to go to graduate? Like, is graduation on main campus?
Unfortunately. And there's like some graduation dinner or whatever. So we have to go to that.
Oh.
I don't know. I'm like kind of salty because all this graduation stuff, blah, 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 blah. I feel like when I signed up for the master's program, I don't know if I've ever talked about this, but I'm trying to get into dental school. And I feel like all of the, how do you say, like all the requirements came after I got into the program. And the program that I'm in right now doesn't even have any streamlines into any dental schools.
Why didn't they? You know what? It's like, we're just gonna laugh through the pain.
And this is not the first time this school has screwed me over, so what's new?
Snaps in the chat. But that's actually really annoying.
Yeah. Also, I have to use this background because my room is a hot mess, so.
And I don't have the app on my Mac, so therefore I couldn't change mine, so we're still going with the no weenies allowed sign. But yeah, I'm sad I won't get to be at Liz's graduation because I'm unfortunately going to EDC. Not unfortunately, I'm like excited, but it's like
she's gonna have so much fun. I would rather be there than.
But honestly, if I had not booked this ticket literally a year ago, I would be at your graduation instead.
Who knew I'd be graduating?
Us. But you did it. You did it.
Anyways. So we're really here because we've taken like a 2-month hiatus, but we've already finished the book. So
we have
I finished this book like 6 months ago. By the way.
Like we're done. So let's all be done with this book because we've been reading this Christmas book since
what is it? It's May.
Yeah. And it's API month. We'll get into that another day, or another time, whatever. But anyways, let's just finish it off right into it. And last time I think we ended was when Cole was on stage doing that little tribute to his mom or something like that, right?
Right.
And that was like one of the last things before their final major competition to determine who's the Kringliest Kringle.
Yeah, and that was the light show, right?
Yes, and it's like the light show, and also their sewing and gift wrapping and all that stuff. So we just fast forward, Colin's story. They be doing stuff with some candy canes and each other and all that jazz.
And I don't know if we talked about this the last time, but it is not as spicy as everybody said it was.
We did talk about that. Okay. So it's not like this is our hot take again, and we're gonna repeat it here. It was aight, okay.
I give it a solid 1.5 out of 10 because they tried something new, but
nope, wasn't for us.
It wasn't. And then it was like also I'm thinking about it in my head.
Yeah,
it was a pineapple candy cane, so it wouldn't have been like spicy. You know what I mean?
Also,
it would just been sticky.
Yeah, like also out of all the flavors, pineapple, y'all couldn't have gone with like peppermint. Yeah, like even guava.
Right.
I don't know.
So all that happens, and then they actually end up getting in a fight.
I think, they get into a fight. I don't remember exactly what it was about, but basically, let's just move on to the competition, sister. Right? Yes. So before that happens, though, is like they do the competition where they're like they have to sew, gift wrap, make a card, and all that stuff. And Story comes in third because she accidentally mis-sews something and her like felt gets shredded. Cole comes in second, and then Jimmy, weird Jimmy, can't believe he's coming up. He actually got first. So then everything now falls onto the fact that it's gonna be everyone's holiday cheer all throughout and like vamping up your light fixture and all that stuff. And so now her sister was like, oh my god, what? I saw them like kissing and hugging and
and I think she was the one that told Story like, oh my god, he's using you, la, 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 la. I don't know why you're talking to him because all he's doing is trying to one up you in the competition, even though like, you know, he's supposed to be your biggest rival, all this stuff, blah blah blah. So then Story ends up like believing her,
kind of. Not really. It's like more like, so Taran ends up tearing down all his lights.
Yeah.
Like she goes and she does that, and then Atlas or Max, I guess. I don't know. They switch back and forth between Max and Atlas, but Atlas was just convincing Cole that she was also using him, and he believes it after they like tear down the lights and stuff. And then he goes home and he's like, oh. And then he storms straight into Aunt Cindy's house, and he's like, how could you, Story? And she's like, what are you talking about?
Yeah. And then basically they end up finding out that it was Taran and all this stuff, and then it's a happy ending.
Yeah, basically. Yeah. Basically, Story does something really cute. She gathers everyone around the town to like help with the light fixture, and then the narrator's, you know, doing funny stuff, and then like they end up having a baby a year later. That's the epilogue, and then you come to find out that Jimmy won first place, and that Aunt Cindy never had a broken hip, and that Taran is also now in the Kringle town.
Yeah. And I'm glad that you remembered all those details because I definitely didn't.
It's okay. So. I'm like, I will say I give this book honestly like a 3 out of 5.
Yeah.
I like, it wasn't bad at all. I thought it was funny, you know, like it was a good ode. Cute. It was like there, but I guess it just like didn't do it for me.
It could have been like a 200-page book.
Yeah.
And I think.
And honestly, I'm a big fan of Hallmark. I am. Like, I would have rather my Christmas romances be read like a Hallmark plus a little spice and a better candy cane scene. I don't know.
I personally, like I said, I feel like if it was shorter, because some of the scenes were so drug out, like we didn't need 70 pages of them walking into town. You know what I mean?
I agree.
I feel like that's what took up most of the book, and it honestly had me like wanting to just like,
yes,
you know.
And I actually would have preferred to know more about like Story and Cole's relationship prior, because I get it. Like the whole thing is to become the Kringlest Kringle. Like you can't omit all of the competition and who wins the competitions, but I would have liked to see them develop more as people, because like all they ever mention is that she used to have a crush on him and then like betrayed him or whatever. But I don't know. Like that's just me. I like a little backstory.
Yeah, I agree. There wasn't a lot of character development for me. I definitely give it a 2.5. I feel like
that hits.
It could have been better.
No, I agree.
Okay, I also will say I think we need to stop reading TikTok books because we get so not hyper fixated, but yeah, it gets overhyped, and then when we read it, we're like, oh, you know, like this didn't have me like kicking my feet and giggling like Lunar Love did, kind of.
But dude, you know, we're reading Fourth Wing though, so what are we gonna do? Because that's technically a TikTok book.
I know,
but it's okay.
We have to do it.
Yeah, because we already bought all the books. Like we're in deep, guys. Yeah. We've had Fourth Wing for like probably over a year, but
yeah.
But anyways, that finishes this episode. I know we finished it real quick, but honestly, you guys probably don't even want to listen to it anymore for this book because it's literally been 10 years. So we will move on to our next book of the thing that we will make a judge a book by the cover little segment for, which you guys haven't heard in a really long time. So
yes, we are so glad to be done with this book. I felt like it just kept dragging on.
Yeah.
So now that we're done with it, we can move on. It's not Christmas anymore, so
far from it.
Let's just pretend this episode was posted on December 31st.
Yeah, just we finished it. It's okay. But with that being said, thank you guys so much, and we will catch you guys in the next episode. Bye.
Bye.